Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
It's spreading in Kern County. Every region now reporting cases of COVID-19. But we're expecting to hear from public health officials this morning.
Diagnosed with coronavirus, a local high school teen tests positive and speaks about his symptoms. The recommendations he has for everyone in Kern County still ahead.
Plus, staying home even longer, President Trump extends social distancing guidelines to end the COVID-19 outbreak. How much longer you're being asked to stay at home coming up. It's Monday, March 30th, 2020. Good morning. Good to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen here in studio with Alex Fisher on this Monday morning, kind of wrapping up everything that's happened over the weekend. In these times when things change minute by minute, there's a lot of new stuff to talk about today.
Absolutely. We have a lot to get to throughout the morning, including we're going to be speaking with Bakersfield Mayor Karen Go about her concerns about people not practicing social distancing here in Bakersfield.
Well, as the number of positive tests soared throughout the state of California this weekend, Kern County was not exempt, seeing its own substantial spike in COVID-19 cases. 17's Taylor Schaub is joining us now from his home this morning with the latest. Taylor?
Good morning, Maddie and Alex. And that's right, our county saw a nearly 20% increase in positive cases in just the last 2 days. As Kern County entered the second weekend of Governor Newsom's stay-at-home mandate, there were 41 total cases, 40 here at home and 1 traveler passing through Kern. Fast forward 2 days and there were another 10 cases. 4 came Saturday, then another 6 on Sunday, bringing the new total to 51. Still, there's only been 1 confirmed death stemming from the COVID-19 outbreak.
This is a tragic day.
Identified by a family friend as 48-year-old Susie Garcia of Delano. However, the cases in Kern keep growing. Take a look at this chart and you'll see a steady increase in that curve you've heard so much about. Right now, there's been 1,950 tests conducted, 964 of which are negative, and another 935 pending.
We are able to provide cases in a broad geographical level.
But where are these cases coming from in Kern? Well, County Public Health released this map breaking down the regions. There were 9 in the valley, 30 in West Bakersfield, 7 in the East region, 2 in the mountains, and 2 in the desert. That's the most we know about those who've tested positive, as Public Health is still waiting for more cases before they release any information about the age, gender, or health conditions of those affected by the virus. And Maddie and Alex, of course, we will learn the latest numbers and the most up-to-date information when County Public Health holds their Monday presser today at 10 a.m. And you can watch that live on TV 17, or you can watch it on kget.com along with our Facebook page, as we are keeping you up to date throughout this entire process. In Southwest Bakersfield, Taylor Schaub, 17 News.
Thanks so much, Taylor.
President Trump extended social distancing guidelines to the end of April amid the COVID-19 outbreak. The president made the announcement yesterday during coronavirus task force briefing. Last week, Mr. Trump expressed his desire to see much of the country return to normal by Easter, which is April 12th. And as of Sunday, the guidelines will now be extended to April 30th as the number of coronavirus cases and deaths continues to rise here in the U.S.
The better you do, the faster this whole nightmare will end. Therefore, we will be extending our guidelines to April 30th to slow the spread. On Tuesday, we will be finalizing these plans and providing a summary of our findings, supporting data, and strategy to the American people.
During the briefing, the president also discussed stockpiling medical equipment, including ventilators. He claims some states may be hoarding machines and called on state and city leaders to look into the matter.
Well, the USNS Mercy is now accepting patients in Los Angeles. The Navy says it started offering care Sunday to people who do not have COVID-19. That way, hospitals can focus on caring for coronavirus patients. Naval medical and support staff will care for patients referred to the seagoing medical facility. There are so many heroes right now in hospitals across the country saving lives and treating people with the coronavirus. They take care of us, but there's somebody else taking care of them.
They might try to go get some water because it's pretty hard to eat and drink in those moments, we just go for hours without anything, and then you just take a second and then you catch wind, as I did in that photo. And I just kind of lost it and just said, I just need a minute with her. And so I sat there on the ground with her, and it just...
This morning on Today, hear the uplifting story from a doctor who finds solace during such a grueling time.
New overnight, a man connected to a shooting earlier this month was arrested in Taft. Back on April 11th, BPD officers responded to the intersection of Brundage Lane and H Street for a shooting. Officers found the victim dead in the street, suffering from gunshot wounds. An arrest warrant was issued for this man, Andrew Barraza. Yesterday, KCSO deputies responded to a burglary at a home out in Taft. That's when deputies noticed Barraza and took him into custody.
It's 5:06 now. A man and dog were wounded in a shooting in southwest Bakersfield. The Bakersfield Police Department says officers were dispatched at around 4:23 yesterday to the intersection of Hunter Avenue and Taylor Street. There they found a man suffering from at least one gunshot wound. He was later taken to a hospital with what were described as moderate injuries. The dog suffered injuries that are not considered life-threatening and was taken to an animal hospital. Anyone with information is asked to call BPD at 327-7111.
County fire crews battled a fire in an elementary school in southeast Bakersfield yesterday. The department responded to calls of a fire in the Virginia Avenue Elementary School just after 4 a.m. They found heavy smoke and flames on the exterior of the school's cafeteria, with fire also coming from the roof, causing a $100,000 structure value loss. The fire was contained within 25 minutes, stopping the spread to other school buildings. The cause is still under investigation. There is no one inside, and no one was injured. Kern County Public Health, Bakersfield Police, and PG&E were also on scene, helping during the blaze.
It's 5:07 now, and as of the last update, there are now 51 total cases of coronavirus here in Kern County.
Yeah, it seems like we add to that total every day. And still to come, 17's Amber Frias spoke to a 19-year-old who was recently diagnosed and has his message to the rest of Kern County.
A lot of people in the community think that this is not real, and it's important that we as a family, we felt that it was important that we shed light to exactly what our experiences are going through this as a family. Unfortunately, it hit home for us, and it took one of our loved ones from us. People need to realize that they need to stay home, they need to stay safe, they need to take all precautions that the health department is giving us to stay safe. We don't want any more people being impacted by this.
Garcia leaves behind 3 adult children. Juarez says he and his siblings have been tested. His results came back negative, but the other 2 are still waiting for their results. The family has started a GoFundMe page, and it has surpassed $13,000 in donations in less than 2 days, and you can find that account on our website, kget.com. And as the number of coronavirus cases continues to grow across the county, the family of a teen in Shafter has confirmed their 19-year-old son has contracted the virus.
17's Amber Frias spoke with the teen and has more.
Vanessa, Joel Herrera was diagnosed with COVID-19 on Thursday. Up until now, he says his symptoms have been mild.
It comes and goes, but I've been better these past few days. These last 2 days, I've been feeling a lot better than what I did when I first found out that I had it.
Joel Herrera, a 19-year-old from Shafter, started feeling sick last weekend.
I didn't know I was running a fever. I'd never checked it. I just had body aches. But other than that, there's really nothing else.
He says the symptoms persisted. So on Wednesday, he decided to go into urgent care and get tested. Still in disbelief that the virus could affect him.
I honestly thought it was a joke. I thought the government was just putting it out there to scare people.
Less than 24 hours later, he received a call from the lab with his diagnosis. Herrera tested positive for COVID-19.
A lot of stuff went through my mind, I was broken, I still to this day, I can't really grasp onto being told that I was tested positive for COVID-19 because I questioned myself, like, why me, you know?
While Herrera doesn't know exactly where he could have contracted the virus, he says it's possible it happened while at work. The teen delivers medication for Komodo Medical Pharmacy in Bakersfield. He's currently in quarantine inside his room at home. Herrera lives with his parents, who he says have also been placed under quarantine, even though they have not been tested yet. According to Herrera, the health department won't test them unless they start presenting symptoms. He says the department does check in with them every day. Herrera says he is currently experiencing mild symptoms, and each day he feels better.
It feels like a regular flu, you know? Like when you're sick with just the flu, that's how it feels to me. It doesn't feel like no other sickness, like something you can't beat. It's just, to me, it's a flu.
He says the thing he misses most while quarantined is spending time with his family. The teen says he has one recommendation for all Kern County residents.
I would stay indoors, spend some time with your family, love on them, because right now I'm not able to do that, and it's hurting me, you know.
For information about testing sites in our county, head to our website, kget.com. In Southwest Bakersfield, Amber Frias, 17 News.
And testing has picked up around Kern County. We continue to remind you where you can go for those tests if you need one. Priority Urgent Care says all of its buildings here in Bakersfield test for COVID-19. Accelerated Urgent Care is also testing at its southwest location. That's at Coffee Road and Stockdale Highway. Omni Health can also do a test for coronavirus, and local hospitals also test. Plus, Dignity Health offers a free online checkup for people with milder symptoms. Reminder, though, you will only be tested if you are showing symptoms. Once again, we're reminding you of the symptoms of the coronavirus versus those of the flu and allergies. The most common symptoms of coronavirus include a dry cough, meaning there will not be mucus, fatigue, and difficulty breathing. Less common symptoms include aches and pains, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, and diarrhea. Remember, though, you could be sick with the virus for up to 2 weeks before developing those symptoms. And flu symptoms are similar, but muscle and joint pain and a runny nose and headache will be more common with the flu. Meantime, a lot of people are suffering allergies. Those symptoms include itchy eyes, congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and coughing. And it's important to note, although you may want to rub your eyes right now, don't touch your face. That's how viruses like COVID-19 and the flu spread. Again, if you think you have symptoms of the coronavirus, call your doctor before going to their office.
Well, on Friday, Maddie, I talked to Richard Middlebrook. He is a local attorney who tested positive for coronavirus. I shared his story on 17 News at 5 on Friday. And again, he says that he has mild symptoms, but it's one of those things that he feels like not a lot of people are taking this seriously. And he said if you feel sick, especially, make sure you're taking measures to protect yourself, protect others as well, and talk to your doctor.
And again, it's just so important that you remember you can be sick with this, be infected with it, for up to 12 days before you show symptoms. So that's why it's important just to be careful all the time.
Absolutely. All right, your time now is 5:23 in ordering takeout during quarantine.
Still ahead, just how safe your food is when we come back.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back. It's 5:25. The Girl Scouts have evolved a lot in more than a century of existence. Now the organization's adapting to a world of social distancing in the era of COVID-19. Still want those Thin Mints and Samoas, though? Even while you're staying at home, the Girl Scouts have you covered with online cookie sales. The sweets will be delivered to your door, and the proceeds will help a local troop. And if the kids in your home are getting the kind of cabin fever that does not involve camping, Girl Scouts at Home offers self-guided activities kids can access online. And also, last Friday we talked about the Cookie Relief Fund because so many girls and troops were left with cookies, boxes and boxes left over because the cookie season had to end early. They're now selling those through the Cookie Relief Fund, and they'll deliver them to local health care workers and those who are first responders in our community on the front lines. So a little good for everybody to go around. Check out for the Cookie Relief Fund. And we want to highlight some of the good deeds by and for those hardworking people bringing us mail, packages, and newspapers. NBC's Kate Snow reports.
Is it silk almond milk? Is it silk?
It all started when newspaper delivery man Greg Daly was grocery shopping and suddenly thought about an 88-year-old customer.
I thought to myself, well,
if Mrs. Ross can't get the paper at her sidewalk, which is probably 20 feet, how's she getting groceries?
He called her, and sure enough, she needed items.
5 minutes later, I'm standing on line to pay for the stuff that I have, and she called me back. And she goes, Greg, would you mind grabbing something for Mrs. Miller across the street?
That's when he started putting this note inside every newspaper he delivers, offering to pick up groceries or basically anything.
They're amazing people, and, you get a chance to help them, you help them. It's very nice to meet you.
Sandy Driska and her husband are quarantined at home.
Your godsend. Oh, gosh, Greg. And he's not even asking for money. He's doing this out of the kindness of his heart.
All over the country, families are appreciating delivery people, leaving notes and goodie bags, snacks and cold drinks, even toilet paper.
Can we take one of these?
Yeah, absolutely. It's for you.
Oh, man, you're a lifesaver. Thank you.
In Phoenix, the Wilson family left hand sanitizer on their mailbox, thanking their mail carrier, Marco. Ann Diles, whose family's been delivering mail in Kentucky since the 1940s, wanted to help her mail carrier stay healthy, too.
I think we should all take care of our mail carriers, so I think everybody should at least help them out a little bit.
It feels good to help and to receive.
Basically, it gives you a warm feeling, and it also gives you so much faith in humanity that really throughout this virus, we're all there to help one another, and we'll get through it.
Doing well?